Hey everyone, welcome back to Everyday Chinese English Academy. I'm Ming.
And I'm Emma. So glad you're here with us today.
Today we're doing something a little different. We're not going to take you to a subway station in Beijing or a noodle shop in Shanghai or a tiny apartment with thin walls.
For once.
For once. Today we're just going to talk about something both Emma and I have wrestled with for years.
Confidence.
Yeah. And honestly, I used to think confident people were just born that way. Like some people got the confidence gene at birth and the rest of us were stuck watching from the side.
Same. I used to look at people speaking up in meetings and think, how are they doing that? Don't they feel scared like me?
Right. And then somewhere along the way I realized they probably do feel scared. They just don't wait until the fear goes away. They just go anyway.
That's pretty much the whole episode, isn't it?
That's pretty much the whole episode.
Okay, Ming, you said you used to think confident people were born confident. What changed?
One night, one very specific night. To take you back, I was 20 years old, second year of university. My professor asked me to give a presentation to the whole department, about 100 people, and I had 2 weeks to prepare.
100 people? That's a lot of eyeballs.
A lot of eyeballs. So for 2 weeks, I rehearsed every single night. I wrote out every word. I memorized every slide. I thought, if I just prepare hard enough, I won't be nervous.
Oh no, I see where this is going.
Yeah, you can guess. The night before the talk, I sat down to eat dinner, and I couldn't eat. My stomach was just completely closed.
Ouch.
And there's a Chinese word that was running through my head all night. Jǐnzhāng.
jǐnzhāng.
Almost. The first part is third tone. Jǐn falls and rises a little. The second is first tone. Zhāng, flat and high. Jǐnzhāng.
jǐnzhāng.
Better. Now, here's why I love this word. Jǐn means tight, like a tightrope. Zhāng means stretched. So jǐnzhāng literally means tight and stretched, which is exactly what nervous feels like in your body.
Tight and stretched. That's so much better than nervous. Nervous is clinical. jǐnzhāng sounds like what it actually feels like.
Right. So that night, I was so jǐnzhāng, I couldn't eat, couldn't sit still. I went back to my desk and went through the slides again and again and again, thinking if I'm not perfect, those 100 people will see through me.
And the more you prepared, the more nervous you got?
The more nervous I got. Because I was using preparation as a way to make the fear disappear, and it doesn't work like that. Preparation is good, but you can't out-prepare your way out of feeling jǐnzhāng. I finally fell asleep around 4 in the morning, woke up at 7, and I had to go on stage in 5 hours.
Okay, so it's the day. You've had 3 hours of sleep. You walk in. What happens?
I walk into the lecture hall. I see the rows of seats filling up. My heart is going boom, 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 boom. My palms are wet. And here's the part nobody warned me about. The closer it got to my time, the worse it felt. Not better, worse.
Right, because the brain is just sitting there marinating in its own fear.
Marinating, that's a good word for it. So the professor calls my name. I stand up, walk to the front, plug in my laptop, turn around, and I open my mouth to say my opening line, the line I'd rehearsed maybe 300 times.
And?
Blank. Completely blank. I forgot the first sentence.
Oh no. Oh no.
100 people staring at me, and I have nothing. Now here's the thing. There's another Chinese phrase that perfectly describes what happened next. 硬着头皮. 硬着头皮.
硬着头皮?
Yeah, now this one is amazing. Ying means hard. Zhe is just a little grammar word. Tóupí means scalp. So word for word, it means harden the scalp.
Harden the scalp. What does it actually mean?
It means brace yourself and do the thing anyway, even though you don't want to. It's the Chinese way of saying force yourself through it. But the image is so much more vivid. You're tensing your scalp, lowering your head, charging forward.
Okay, so back to the lecture hall. You're standing there with 100 people watching. Did you 硬着头皮,
I yīng着头皮. I just opened my mouth and started talking. Not the line I'd rehearsed, just whatever came out. Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming. Today, I want to share something I've been working on. Total improvisation. And about 30 seconds in, my brain caught up. I remembered my slides. I remembered my points. The talk wasn't great. I'm not going to pretend it was great, but I finished, and the audience clapped. And then I sat down and realized something.
What?
The confidence didn't come before the talk. It came during. It came because I yīng着头皮, because I started before I felt ready. That night, I went back to my dorm and I wrote 3 words on a sticky note. Start before ready.
Wow.
That sticky note has been on every desk I've had for the last 15 years. Okay, Emma. I've shown you my version. What's yours?
Mine is much smaller and much more embarrassing.
Smaller is fine. Smaller is more relatable.
Okay, so when I was 23, I moved to a new city for a job. Brand new place, new nobody. And there was one specific thing I couldn't do.
Which was?
Eat at a restaurant alone. Couldn't do it. Walking into a place by myself, sitting at a table for one, telling the waiter just me, every part of that felt impossible. So you know what I did? I ordered delivery every single night. For 3 months.
3 months of delivery.
3 months. And here's the thing. There were so many restaurants I wanted to try. Right outside my apartment. I would walk past them and look in the window and see other people sitting alone, reading books, eating, looking totally fine. And I'd just keep walking. Order delivery.
What were you actually afraid of?
That's the funny part. I didn't really know. Maybe that the waiter would feel sorry for me, that other tables would notice, that I'd look pathetic. In Chinese, there's a phrase for this. 不好意思,不好意思.
不好意思.
Word by word, it means not good meaning, but it really means embarrassed or shy about doing something. It's that feeling when you don't want to be noticed, when you'd rather just disappear.
And the funny thing is, it's everywhere in Chinese conversation. You hear it all day. 不好意思,让一下. Excuse me, can I get through? 不好意思,我有个问题. Sorry to bother, but I have a question. It's a tiny apology built into everyday speech.
Right, so I was 不好意思 about everything. 不好意思 about being alone, 不好意思 about taking up a table, 不好意思 about existing in public, basically.
Okay, so what changed?
One night, month 3 of takeout, I'm sitting on my floor eating cold noodles out of a plastic container, and I just thought, this is ridiculous. I moved across the country for this job, and I'm too scared to walk 50 feet to a restaurant. So I made a deal with myself. 1 restaurant a week. That's it. Doesn't have to be fancy, doesn't have to be a long meal. Just walk in, sit down, eat one thing, leave.
And how did you push yourself out the door the first time?
I literally said it out loud to myself, in my apartment, standing in front of the door. jiāyóu, jiāyóu. I learned that word from a friend who was teaching me Mandarin at the time, and it just stuck.
jiāyóu. This word is everywhere. People shout it at marathons, at football games, at students before exams. Word for word, it means add oil. Jia means add. Yo means oil, like fuel for an engine. So when you tell someone jiāyóu, you're saying, add fuel, you got this, keep going.
Add oil. I love it. So I said it to myself, jiāyóu, Emma. And I walked out the door and went to the noodle place across the street. I sat at a small table. The waiter came over. I said, just one. He nodded. He didn't pity me. He didn't even blink. He just brought me a menu.
And it was fine?
It was completely fine. Nothing happened. Nobody stared. The food was great. I was out in 40 minutes. And the next week, I went to a different place. And the week after that, a third. And after about 6 weeks, the 不好意思 feeling was just gone. Not because I'd convinced myself it was silly, because I'd done the thing enough times that my brain stopped flagging it.
That's so good.
And here's the thing, that didn't feel like confidence in the moment. It felt like just slogging through. But somewhere along the way, around restaurant 5 or 6, I realized I'm not jǐnzhāng anymore. Not because I'd tried to stop being jǐnzhāng, because I just kept showing up.
Okay, so let's pull this together. Different stories, but they're really the same story, aren't they?
Same story. The action came first. The confidence came second. We didn't get confident and then go do the thing. We did the thing. Badly, awkwardly, scared, and the confidence showed up because of it.
Yeah, and there's a Chinese word for what shifted. Xīntài. Xīntài.
Xīntài.
Xin is heart. Tai is state or attitude. So xīntài literally means heart state, your inner state of mind. People in China say it all the time. 我的心态变了. My 心态 has changed. Or 心态崩了. My 心态 has collapsed, meaning I've lost it, I've cracked. It's a really useful word because it captures something subtle, not your skills, not your knowledge, your inner orientation toward what you're doing.
Right, because nothing about my actual situation changed. The restaurants didn't get easier. The waiters didn't get nicer. I changed. My 心态 changed.
Exactly. And here's what I want every listener to take away from this episode. Confidence is not a feeling you wait for. It's a side effect of action. You don't think your way into it. You act your way into it.
And the trick is, start absurdly small. Don't pick the hard version. Pick the smallest version, so small you can't fail.
Yeah. So Emma and I made a list of examples. If anyone listening is sitting there going, yeah, but how does this apply to me? Here's how. Pick one of these and try it this week.
Okay, go.
You want to make new friends in a new city? Don't try to find your community. Just say hi to one person you see regularly. The barista, the neighbor, the dog walker. One person, one hi. That's the whole task this week.
You want to start a creative project? Don't try to build a portfolio. Sit down for 5 minutes today and make one bad version of one thing. 5 minutes, allowed to be terrible.
You want to learn a new language? Don't try to become fluent. Learn one word today, just one. Maybe it's jiāyóu, jiāyóu. Then say it to yourself before you do something hard.
You want to get in shape? Don't sign up for a gym membership. Put on your shoes and walk for 10 minutes. Walk back. That's it.
Notice the pattern. We're not asking you to be brave. We're asking you to be small.
Because small is the only thing that gets done. Big plans collapse. Small actions stack.
And if you do the small thing enough times, your 心态 shifts on its own. You don't have to manage it. You don't have to talk yourself into it. The doing does the work for you.
Okay, before we wrap up, one last word because it's my favorite Chinese phrase of all time.
Tell him.
慢慢来,慢慢来.
mànmànlái. Man means slow. It's repeated. Man for emphasis. Lai means come. So word for word, slowly, slowly come. It's what people say to you when you're rushing yourself, when you're frustrated, when you feel like you should already be further along than you are.
And here's why I love it. It doesn't mean don't start. It doesn't mean give up. It means keep going, but stop trying to rush. The fact that you're moving is enough. You don't have to move fast.
mànmànlái. So if you've been sitting on something for weeks or months or years, waiting to feel ready, please don't wait anymore. Pick the smallest possible version. Do that today, and tomorrow, do it again.
And if you find yourself getting jǐnzhāng before doing it, say jiāyóu to yourself, out loud, like I did in my hallway in front of that door.
And if your first try is rough, yìng tóupí through it. Harden the scalp. Just finish.
And then, 慢慢来, slowly, slowly come. Your xīntài will follow.
That's our episode. Thanks for hanging out with us today. I'm Ming.
I'm Emma. Wherever you're listening, take care of yourself. We'll see you next time.